The ventilation of multi-capillary standards is defined as the volume percentage, which is typically between 20% and 80% of the outlet flow from the standard that has entered via the ventilation pathway. This requires measurements of the ventilation flow, the outlet flow from the standard, the pressure drop across the standard, which is used to compensate the ventilation inlet flow to the flow at the outlet. The standards are made of borosilicate glass and are approximately 8 mm diameter with a length of 120 mm. There are 10 narrow-bore capillary tubes running parallel along the length of the rod that are spaced evenly around the internal circumference. The pressure drop of the standards before the ventilation holes are drilled is approximately 100 mm water gauge. To admit the ventilation flow, one or more the capillaries are cross-drilled to the outside wall approximately 12 mm from the outlet length. The ultimate accuracy of any measurements is directly affected by the accuracy of the calibration standard used to make the instrument calibration. That's why special requirements for handling, storage and maintenance of the standards is essential. Depends on the standards, there are slightly different requirements. PD and ventilation calibration standards, being made of glass, are susceptible to damage by careless handling. In use, air is passed through the standards. Air from the surrounding atmosphere will almost certainly contain dust particles that will slowly contaminate the capillaries. Calibration standards should therefore be stored and handled with care to avoid damage or excessive contamination. It's very important to do not handle the PD and ventilation standards for any longer than necessary, as these standards are extremely sensitive to the temperature gain when held in hand. Holding a standard for only 5 to 10 seconds can cause a temperature increase of about 1.5 Celsius degrees, with a consequent increase in pressure drop up to 1%. In terms of storage, it is recommended to keep the standards in safe place, ideally in box with foam inside, to prevent any chipping of the glass and any dust accumulation.